Hey, it's me, Dharmageddon. Oh, Dharmageddon, in kind of a reflective space of looking back and looking forward and kind of just thinking about a lot of things as I do. And I was thinking about, what am I doing right here, right now, like making these videos, because when I first started out, I wanted to share like all these good things, like making recipes and creating things and all this healthy food and all this like good energetic lifestyle stuff I was doing to heal myself and also heal my mind and my body and my spirit and like going through a lot of things and that was all really really good stuff, like really important, and I'm really grateful that I did it. And I learned a lot from all that, and I wanted to share that. And so my intention was to share all these good things. And then, things shifted, in my body and in my health. And, it became clearer that, I wasn't really physically healing the cancer. Maybe I healed in, no, not maybe. I've healed in many, many other ways. And I'm super thankful for that. But, as you can see, the cancer is not pretty, and it doesn't feel good. And so anyway, there's that. And then I find myself on the dwindling end of my little ball of string of that represents my life, and the whispers of fate and things like that. So anyway, just thinking about that. And so then I started thinking about, how to, live well while dying. And so that was my goal, to like die well, do it gracefully and be energetic and, just keep it awesome. And I wanted to do that and had every intention of doing that. But, this whole cancer thing is different, and it acts in ways, it does things to the body that kind of prevent me from being graceful or feeling good enough to do any of those things or demonstrate that kind of positivity and energy. So I find myself, in a different space than where I would want to be necessarily, where I think anybody would want to be. But so there's that too. And yeah, so then, I always like feeling like I'm really on the edge of death here all the time. But then what happens is suffering like so horribly, and like not being able to breathe, and I'll be like, oh my God, I'm just gonna drop dead here. And so there've been like lots of times where I was in a space where I really thought that was happening, but then somehow I guess I'm able to adapt to the pain and suffering. And so I'm like, oh my God, how far can I take this? And how far do I want to take this? And do I want to just, keep doing it and see, how far fate will take me, because it seems like as long as I'm alive and I keep putting the effort into being alive, like doing yoga and walking and exercising and trying to eat as healthy as I can while not making an effort to cook, kind of limiting. But so all these things, and or do I want to, try the death with dignity option, which, allows me to die at any time, comfortably and peacefully and gracefully. But, I do wonder, how it is that the universe itself has in store for me. But then, maybe what the universe has in store for me is this choice. So grateful for the choice. But yeah, so just kind of thinking about where I am in life right now too. So we just passed the new year of the Gregorian calendar. I believe in the new year as the winter solstice, but also the January 1st day is, in the Roman holidays, it's the day of Janus, the festival of Janus, who is the god who has three faces, the faces, forward to the future and, here to the, he's the two-faced one. Sorry. I'm also confusing him with some other gods. but facing forward and back to the old year. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm like, okay, I made it to 2024, and I feel like I kind of slogged through a lot here at the end of the year, and now I feel like I'm not necessarily gracefully moving forward, but I feel like I am facing forward. I am facing forward, and I'm looking at where I'm going, and trying to figure out how I'm going to get there, and when I'm going to get there, and then also just thinking about some other Roman holidays. So the Festum Asinorum is coming up. That's the Feast of Asses, and that's or the Feast of the Ass, and that's to celebrate the donkey that brayed loudly to protect the goddess Vesta's virginity and her purity when the horny god Priapus was trying to attack her while she was resting on the banks of the river. So it was a party, and I think everyone had been drinking, so she might have been passed out. Anyway, donkey brayed and saved her, and we celebrate that. And then the ass is also celebrated, for a lot of agricultural reasons. And so in the Festum Asinorum, they would parade these donkeys through the street and, adorn them with loaves and flowers around their necks, and, really treat them really good. But so anyway, it's that day, but I think of also the donkey like as the ass, there's the butt, of your body. It's the largest muscle, the gluteus maximus. And so that, helps us out a lot. And like also just kind of like representing the vehicle, or that which carries us. And so just thinking about that in life too, that which carries me and that which has got me through these times. And then, coming up next month is the Lupercalia, the Festival of the Wolf. And, the mother that raised the children, Romulus and Remus, and was also, that's awesome enough in itself, but wolves are pretty cool. And it's also a lunar holiday, and a fertility holiday. So anyway, just thinking about that holiday coming up, and kind of like where I am in the year and how I'm moving with it. And sorry, very, very dry mouth here. These meds are really something. But yeah, so just, things are really different for me, and I'm just thinking about having, sometimes maybe it's too much choice, but I am grateful, and I am, thinking about how I really want to try and be more positive, because I do find myself crying around, and, it's true that I don't have a lot of great stuff going on, so maybe I just don't need to look for great stuff going on. I'm not going to find it, but, there's still like magic and mystery in the universe, and, things are still moving, and yeah, I gotta just pluck it out and find it. And, I will feel better myself if I can do that, if I can smile around and, just, find that joy, or just laugh at it, because it is ridiculous. So anyway, I'm not sure what I was trying to say here, but I don't think I succeeded. So with that, I was thinking about change, really, and the shifting, and, so I'm coming up on 3 years of dealing with cancer. And so I've gone from, like, and oh my God, to like, okay, I'm going to get this, to, okay, I'm doing awesome, to like, okay, I'm holding, and then, okay, it's not that good. Okay, it's really bad, and wow, how can it get worse? But it can. And to where I am now. So, and that's a really strange place to be, and I don't even know how to describe it. So I'm working it out, and I wish everyone happy healing, and I am feeling ready for whatever it is.